All right, next up is Julian. How do you pronounce your last name?
Oh, it's impossible even in French. Really impossible. Which one?
It's Denis. It's Monsieur Julian. Anyway, Julian is from Switzerland.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Um, and he's going to show us Logrr, which is an awesome solution for your password management. Whenever you're ready, Julian.
Hi everyone, I'm Julian, and tonight I'm here to make you forget all your password. I'm really serious. I want you to know that your life can be easier without your password. Let me ask you just one question. How many accounts or login do you have? Can you just imagine how many? 20, 30, 50, 1,000? How many passwords do you have for all these accounts? How many different passwords do you have? 2, 3? Are you lazy, or do you have many passwords? So you have to work with an Excel spreadsheet or maybe a password manager. Actually, at Logrr, we deal with no password at all for all your accounts. As you can hear, I'm not from here. I'm from Switzerland. It's a very tiny, tiny country. Tiny, and we produce cheese, mountains, chocolate, and banks. And I have a very short story about bank. I moved to US last year, and actually I opened a bank account. And I was really impressed. And a bit confused. It was easy. I just had a login and a password. So it was easy, but I had some doubts about the security. And actually, I got hacked. My account was hacked twice, and my money was stolen. So it was okay. I was a fraud victim, and the money went back. I don't know if it happened to you, anyone in the room. Not maybe necessarily your bank account, but maybe your email or social network, whatever. And actually, it happened because my password was stolen. And in 2004, Bill Gates said that passwords are dead. And 9 years later, we are still using password, right? At Logrr, we are not using password at all. So I will do a demonstration. Just to prove that I'm not using my account, I will choose someone randomly in the list. So here. Is that okay for Luis Albanese if I pick the name? And let's say that I'm a client of Chocolate Banking, a really serious chocolate bank in Switzerland. And I want to create a new account. This is the first step. So I will create a new account by putting the name here. See, I don't have any password field, right? And I'm just putting my email so I can receive my login, actually. And as we are not working with password at all, we want you to use something that everyone in this room has, I'm sure. It's your smartphone. So I'm coming back to my Chocolate Banking account. And instead of having a password field, I just have a QR code. So I will display my screen here. So you can see that it's not fake. I'm just launching the Logrr application. And by scanning this QR code, oh, actually, I just forgot something. Excuse me. I receive my QR code by email, my login. So I will scan this login first. Sorry. Okay, demo effect. Yeah. So here I have my account as Luis, and I just save it. And now, in my account list, in my Logrr application, I have two different accounts, so Julian and Luis. Let me come back to the Chocolate Banking website, launch the scanner again, and scan this QR code. I can choose which one I want to log in. I will choose Luis, and without touching the keyboard of my computer, I will be logged in on this website, on this computer, as Luis. So here I just created an account, and I logged in without touching my computer at all, only by using my mobile phone. It's not magical at all, just a bit, actually. It's working like the Hollywood movies where the US president has a key and someone from military has the other one. So you have a key, we have the other one, but it's not password at all. Today, we are announcing that we are launching our Android application on the Play Store, so you can test it, you can play with it, and give us feedback. The iOS and Windows Phone application are in the publishing, so status, we are waiting for authorization. And we are looking for developers, we are looking for B2B companies who want to integrate our technology, and we are also looking for investors. Our vision is that in the future, you don't need to use any password at all, so maybe you can just say, OK, Glass, connect, just by looking at your screen. And the goal of Logrr is just to make your life easier and more secure.
Nice work.
I got a quick question. What about Facebook login? Now that everyone seems to be using that, how does that affect this?
Yeah, actually, we would like to integrate different platforms like Google, Facebook, LinkedIn. Now, Amazon is even doing that. And so you'll be able to log in on a website because they are providing, Facebook Connect, sign in, and so on automatically. So you will be able to log in just by scanning a QR code and choosing from your Google or Facebook or LinkedIn account directly on your phone. So we would like to integrate all these social, they are called identity providers, and we would like to have them as well.
I'm back here, guys. If you have questions back here, raise your hand. Anyone?
How do you get paid?
Actually, the company that will integrate our technology, we charge them per number of keys we are generating for them. And yes, that's it. We are just generating keys, and based on the number of keys, we charge them by fork of number of keys. Here.
I've got a question in the back. What are some of the challenges that you're seeing with expanding your brand and your marketplace?
Actually, today we are just starting with the authentication, but we already see a lot of different situations where this kind of technology could be used. For example, just imagine that not to authenticate, but you are doing a transfer, a money transfer on your bank account. Instead of just clicking, yes, I submit this bank account, you could have a second step verification. So it could be done with the same technology. So we are not only doing authentication, but we are doing transaction as well. Not only money transaction, but all kind of transaction. For example, you just arrived at your home, you want to open the door, but yeah, you don't have your key or so on. You could use your phone or your Google Glass, for example, whatever wearable devices, and you can just open your door. That's the same actually for your enterprises.
Julian, so you're a Swiss company, but are you planting roots here, or are you just visiting?
No, actually, we are based in San Francisco.
Oh, good.
And we will have another office in New York as well.
Good for you.
So I think the obvious question is like, what happens if your phone gets lost or stolen?
Yeah.
But I think there's an easy answer to that. So what happens if your servers are compromised and those keys are exposed? Because
Exactly.
typically a password is encrypted, but what do you do in the case of a key where someone could just take it and spoof it and then get in?
Okay, so if your phone gets stolen or lost, actually you just have to contact us with an email that you used for your Logrr application. And as we know your email, we know the phones or the many devices you are using with us. And we can just disable the keys we are on our side because they are different from the keys you have in your device. And as the key cannot work without each other, then if we disable our keys, your phone, even if it's stolen, then it's worthless for the hacker. Then you get a new phone, and we provide you with new keys for your new device. That's it. So if our service gets hacked, actually, then the hacker has keys, but the public keys that the hacker will have are completely useless because we are not storing the keys you have in your phone. These two keys, when they are generated, it's a one-time thing, and only you get the keys you have in your phone. We don't store them at all.
Sorry. So, if somebody hacks the email account, what's to prevent them from disabling
Actually,
your
the-
actual phone and telling you to send them a QR code to allow them to enable their phone.
Actually, the email I just received when I registered, I scanned the QR code, and this action can only be done only once. Actually, if I try to scan the same QR code I received by email right now, the application will not work because the code, the content of the QR code you are scanning is just an URL that will provide your keys. But this URL can only be called once with your phone. So actually, you can delete this email. It will be useless after you scanned it. Yeah, actually, we hope that you will send us an email as soon as possible.
Security.
Yeah. Actually, we are not automating the deprecation of the keys just by email. Before deprecating, we make sure that you really lost your phone and that your email has not been hacked by someone else. So we try to make a human verification before disabling the keys. Yeah, for example.
Is that scalable?
Sorry?
Is that scalable with,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
potentially millions of users?
Yes, actually, our Logrr service that communicates with all your application is in the cloud. So today we are working with Microsoft Azure, but actually it could work with any kind of services. So we already plan the technology to be scalable.
Very good. Well, we're out of time. So,
Thank you.
Logrr.